Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Tuesday, November the 18th. We got 6 games on Tuesday night, so a relatively decent slate here, guys. I've got some early player props I do like for today. Just going to give out 2 picks, just because right now, at the time I'm recording this video, there's not a ton of props up. We have plays up for 5 of the 6 games. And with what's available, I did find 2 plays that I liked. Instead of trying to find a third play or a fourth play, just going to stick with these 2 plays for today. We'll talk through these plays, give some information, some analysis behind why I like them. Now, before we do that, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. If you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure that you go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH. When you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play $5, you'll get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up and using code NOAH. And then also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a shout out to Sleeper. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. As well, you'll get a free $20 entry. So Sleeper is going to give you a way to try out their app pretty much risk-free, get a free $20 entry just for downloading the app. And that's no deposit required, so you don't have to put in any money to get that free entry. Highly recommend that you guys get over to Sleeper, see what they have to offer. They're a DFS pick'em app, very similar to Prizepicks, so you're just picking more or less on player projections. You build out your lineup. You can do up to an 8-pick lineup on Sleeper, win up to 100 extra money. You can mix and match sports. You can make multi-sport entries. Sleeper offers a lot of the major sports that you see on all the other DFS platforms. So definitely check them out, guys. Take advantage of this new user offer. Again, you'll get a free $20 entry, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you download the Sleeper app and use promo code NOAH. But before we do talk through our Prizepicks plays here for this Tuesday slate, guys, I do want to recap the plays that we gave out in our video on Monday. So we gave out 3 picks on Monday, went 2 for 3, just missed out on a full sweep, sadly. We had 2 full sweeps back-to-back, 3-0, 3-0, and then went 2-1 on Monday's slate. The 2 plays that we cashed were VJ Edgecombe over fantasy score. A little bit sweaty, but wound up cashing for us late in the 4th quarter. Kyle Kuzma over fantasy score wasn't looking great. Kuzma got off to a really slow start, but really picked it up in the second half, or in the second quarter. And in the second half, he got the job done. Finished, I think, with like 22 fantasy points. We had him over 21.5, and then we took Jakob Poeltl over 27.5 fantasy score. That was probably my favorite play of the 3. And Poeltl sadly let us down. He got good minutes. He played like 30 minutes, but finished with, I think, like 23 fantasy points. He didn't have like a terrible game. Like, he had 13 points. I think he had 9 rebounds, almost had a double-double. But what really killed us, he didn't have any steals or blocks. And Poeltl is usually like a really good steals and blocks guy. Like, usually he can get at least like 1 or 2 steals and blocks. But he had no steals and blocks Monday night, which that's a killer for a guy like Poeltl, who does rely on steals and blocks as a good way for him to get fantasy points. But yeah, sadly couldn't get the full sweep on Monday. Hopefully, though, we can bounce back here. We can get these 2 plays for Tuesday, go 2-0 on these 2 picks. So let's go ahead and break down these plays and talk through why I like them. So the first prop that I like for Tuesday night is going to be a prop on Cam Spencer. And I like Cam Spencer for more than 3.5 assists. So the reason I like this prop on Cam Spencer, we've got no Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant, I believe, is going to be out. I think I saw he's going to be out for like a couple weeks maybe. Let me see if I can pull that up. So let's see. Yeah, Ja's expected to be out for at least 2 weeks with a calf injury. So that's obviously going to open up a lot of minutes. I mean, Ja's been averaging close to 30 minutes per game. Ja is a guy that has a big usage rate, does a lot of ball handling. So taking him off the floor is going to allow for really everyone to pick up more opportunity, pick up potentially more ball handling opportunity. And Cam Spencer is a guy that has seen a benefit in his assist numbers with Ja Morant off the floor this year. So if you look at Cam Spencer's assist percentage this season, Cam Spencer has about a 27% assist percentage, which if you look at how that ranks on the team, that's 3rd highest on the team behind Ja Morant and Javon Small. If you take Ja Morant off the floor, and if you look at the minutes that Cam Spencer has played without Ja Morant, he's played 108 minutes without Ja Morant this season. in those 108 minutes, Cam Spencer does lead the team with a 32% assist percentage. So Spencer has seen about a 5% bump in his assist percentage with Ja Morant off the floor this year. We've already seen Ja Morant miss 2 games this season. Ja Morant missed a game on November 2nd, and Cam Spencer actually did start that game in place of Ja Morant. He started, played 26 minutes, and had 3 assists. It is worth noting, he had 4 assists in that game, so he did go over this line. He led the team with 9 potential assists in that game and was second on the team with 45 passes made, so a relatively good role in terms of facilitating. And then we saw Morant also miss a game on November 12th against Boston. Cam Spencer did not start that game, but he came off the bench and played 29 minutes, had 3 assists in 29 minutes. But if you look at the potentials in that game, Cam Spencer had 13 potential assists in that game without Ja Morant. So got really, really unlucky to only finish with 3 assists on 13 potentials. He led the team in potential assists, was second on the team second on the team in passes made in that game. So in the 2 games that we've seen this season without Ja Morant, obviously it's a small sample, it's only 2 games, but in the 2 games we've seen without Morant, Cam Spencer has been a guy that has picked up a bigger ball handling role, has done a lot of the facilitating. He's seen a bump in his assist rate without Ja on the floor this year. I think 3.5 assists is just a low line on Cam Spencer here. He's probably going to come off the bench again. They started Vince Williams the last time Ja was out, so I'm assuming they're going to start Vince Williams again. But Spencer should run the second unit, should be able to do a lot of the ball handling in the second unit. This matchup against the Spurs, normally we would look at this as kind of a tougher spot, but without Victor Wembanyama, who is out right now, I think the Spurs defense is definitely going to be worse with Wemby off the floor. That's not really much of a hot take. I think everybody expects that. So without Wemby, I think it could be a little bit easier for Memphis to score here. And by some chance, if Memphis can't keep this game competitive, if Memphis gets blown out, I still think that Cam Spencer would play even in a blowout. Now, the spread is only 6.5, so Vegas, the sports books, they're not expecting too much of a blowout here. But if by some chance Memphis gets blown out without Ja, which could happen, Spencer probably still does play in a blowout. So I feel pretty good about this play on Cam Spencer. 3.5 assists, like him to go over this line in this spot. And then the other prop that I like is going to be on Ace Bailey. And I like Ace Bailey for more than 13.5 points plus rebounds. So Ace Bailey has started the last 4 games for the Jazz, and it looks like he's going to be in the starting lineup moving forward. He's their rookie. He's one of the young guys they want to try and develop. This Jazz team, they're not very good. They're once again probably going to be one of the worst teams in the league. They're once again most likely not going to be in the playoffs. So they have all the reason to try and develop some of these young guys and see what they have in some of these young guys. And Ace Bailey should be one of their players, one of their guys that gets a pretty big role, especially as the season progresses, as we get later in the season when this team most likely won't have anything to play for. They're going to be giving Ace Bailey a ton of minutes. But if you look at his minutes lately as a starter, the last 4 games that he has started, he's played 28 minutes, 26 minutes, 32 minutes. And then last game against the Bulls, he only played 10 minutes. But it's worth noting he was in massive foul trouble. He actually fouled out in 10 minutes last game. We can't expect that to happen again. I mean, you can't expect Bailey to go out there and pick up 6 fouls in 10 minutes. Like, that's just a total outlier. So far, in his career, in the games he's played, like, he hasn't been in too much foul trouble. Like, I don't think he's really been limited by foul trouble. So last game with him picking up 6 fouls in 10 minutes, like, again, I think we just have to chalk that up as like a total outlier, and we should expect Bailey to be back to play in like 25 to 30 minutes here. And Bailey's been pretty good when he's played decent minutes this season. If you look at the games where he's played at least 23 minutes, he's had 14 points and rebounds, 18, 24, 17, and 26. So he's over this line in every game this season when he's played at least 23 minutes. This matchup against the Lakers, I think, is a fine one for Ace Bailey. He'll probably be guarded by like either Austin Reeves. Maybe they'll put Luka on him. Maybe they'll try and hide Luka on him. Either way, I think it's a good spot for Ace Bailey here. I think the role is just going to continue to grow. And I'm not too worried about last game. I think, again, last game was just like a total outlier. I think we're getting a really low line on Bailey because of what happened last game. I think the minutes are still going to be solid for him. Obviously, foul trouble, if he avoids foul trouble, the minutes should be there. And another thing that I like with Ace Bailey, so the Jazz, they're not a very good team. They're going to get blown out a lot. This game does have a big spread. It's got a 12.5 point spread. There's a chance that LeBron could play today for the Lakers. So there's definitely some blowout risk in this game, but I'm fairly confident that Ace Bailey would play in a blowout. Again, he's one of the young guys they want to develop, so why not go out there and just give him extra minutes in a blowout? So if this game does get ugly, if the Jazz go out there and get destroyed, I think we still see Ace Bailey in the fourth quarter getting garbage time run, which that's going to be great if he gets garbage time, because that's when he'll be able to just chuck up shots and really do whatever he wants. But when he's been on the floor this year, he's been productive. Again, he's over this line in every game this season with at least 23 minutes. He's played at least 23 minutes in all the games he has started this year, except for last game. And the reason he didn't play that last game was because he fouled out. Can't expect that to happen again. So I do like Ace Bailey to bounce back here. I like him for more than 13.5 points plus rebounds. The reason that I like his points plus rebounds as well is because Bailey has shown pretty good rebounding ability so far. You look at his rebounds lately, he's consistently been getting 4, 5, 6 rebounds. Had 6 against Minnesota, 7, had 4, had 5. Only had 1 rebound last game, but again, that was only in 10 minutes. And if you look at his rebound chances per game, Bailey this year is averaging, in terms of rebound chances, he's averaging only 5.8 rebound chances per game. But if we look at his last 4 games as a starter, in the games that Bailey has started, his rebound chances, I believe, have been up. I'm trying to load it real quick. But I want to say his rebound chances have been up because, if you look at like his season-long stats, early on in the season, he was kind of playing limited minutes. He wasn't getting a ton of run. But last 4 games as a starter, Ace Bailey has 6.8, nearly almost 7 rebound chances per game. So more rebound chances lately. I like the rebound upside that Bailey does offer. If you want to look at like his points prop at 10.5, I think that's fine as well. But I feel fairly confident that if Bailey goes over his points, he's probably going to go over his points plus rebounds as well, because I feel fairly confident he'll get 3 rebounds. His rebounds prop is set at 3.5. So, yeah, I do like that as our second prop for Tuesday night, guys. We're going to take Ace Bailey for more than 13.5 PR. So that's what we got as our 2 props here for this Tuesday night NBA slate. It's a 6-game slate. Right now we have props up for 5 of the 6 games on Prizepicks. So we got a decent amount available right now. But as always, I do record these videos the night before. I'm recording this on Monday night, but I do give out more Prizepicks plays. I'll give out more plays on Tuesday once more props get added to the board. I shared those over on Patreon, so if you guys want more Prizepicks plays from me, you can check out the Patreon that's linked down below in the description. But as always, I appreciate you guys supporting the YouTube channel, supporting the free picks I give out here on YouTube. If you guys do enjoy these videos, just do one thing for me and hit that like button down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, guys. And again, if you guys are not on Prizepicks yet, make sure to go sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH when you do. And when you play $5, you'll get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up and using code NOAH. But good luck, guys. Let's win some money tonight, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.